can you tell us how, in your perspective from a faculty member, how it prepares the students for clerkship and licensing examinations?
The idea of the flipped classroom, and Celia has touched on this as well, is that there is a foundation, a groundwork that the students are expected to do before they get into class. So faculty who are organising sessions and building sessions will curate a kind of a set of learning activities that we expect the students to do before they get into the session, which means that when we start the session, we're not spending a huge amount of time going over the absolute basics, which means that when we're in session, we are applying the knowledge that they already have. So we will do knowledge checks where we kind of go over things that were in the guided learning and make sure that everybody's at that same level that they need to be. And then again, as Celia said, this idea that we can go through questions, so we can put forward scenarios. We can discuss the scenarios, we can discuss what the students are thinking, we can answer the questions, we can investigate why the options that weren't correct aren't correct, why the one that is, and we can really kind of dissect the clinical relevance to the things that we are teaching. And from the point of view of how this prepares for clerkships and, outside of Freeport, is basically the fact that when everybody gets onto the wards and when they get to do their clerkships, they're not going to have the advantage of having books, of having, all of the different things with them. So being able to answer questions, being able to kind of be put on the spot, and answer whoever is asking the question, I think is going to be able to build confidence, so that when you're on the wards and when you're with your preceptors or your consultants, you have the confidence to be able to go, I've done this in class. This is not unusual to me. And the other thing as well that goes with answering the questions is that they are very much kind of in the style of step one. And we are acutely aware that the step examinations are hurdles that everybody has to get over. And so the way that we structure the sessions is designed to enable our students to have the technique of answering questions, not just memorizing the things that they need to get from kind of 1 week to the next, but be able to really instill the knowledge that they need to answer whatever questions come up in their step exams. The other thing that we do is kind of have gradations of assessment. So, we have activity, like pre-activity quizzes that just test that you've read through the guided learning and you know what it is. And then we have summative quizzes at the end of a week that kind of tests that you were there and present in the sessions, and then that kind of builds in sort of significance and intensity as you get further along the semester. So part of it is testing knowledge, but then it's also about the skills that are required to take exams effectively.